Hello guys, welcome to TA Outdoors. I'm back at the Bushcraft Camp here with the old nut, my dad, and we've got a fire going. We've got a nice tea. I've got some coffee here in the old cookser. Dad's got the old plastic cup again.
Picnic cup.
Yeah, the picnic cup. And today we're hoping to do a bit of axe work.
Well guys, axe work is one of those things that's extremely satisfying when you get it right. It's also something to be safety conscious of. But I had some old axes here, really old ones, and I cleaned them all up. What I did first was with the wood here, scraped it all back with a knife, bent into an edge, scraped it all the way back, cleaned it all the way off, then I sanded it, then I stained it, and then for the heads, which were iron, I think these might be about 1920s, something like that, is wire brush them off, and then I ground the edges, you know, on my grinder back in the office. Now I don't know how to. Do you know how to sharpen axe heads?
I do, but not with a grinder.
With files or a grinding machine?
If you've got a grinder, it's much faster. But with traditionally, you'd sort of do it with a hand file, wouldn't you?
You would file it.
A mill file, I think they're called, aren't they?
Yeah. Now what? One of these has got a really old name. Just look at Mike's modern ones there. Look at the shape of this. This is what we were talking about it while we were actually working out in the wood. So Mike's got a modern one. What's that one, Mike?
This is just the Husqvarna Hatchet Hobby. It's probably my most abused hatchet, but I've used this. It's very cost effective. It's very good value for money, and it's about a pound head and a fairly wide blade on it. So it is a splitting blade, but yeah, very good, very light.
Now, what is the difference? I just heard it. Hatchet. What's the difference between a hatchet? When does a hatchet become an axe? Is this one an axe? And what I want to know is, look at the shapes of them. This is a really old one. It's got on it solid steel, we'll tell you in a second. Look at the curve on it, it goes to a neck, it goes up to this, what is that, a reinforcing part? And there's a pattern on the edge down there as well.
Someone's had a good dink of that on steel on steel.
On that side,
they chipped it away.
Side. What's it say on the...
it says, Canuck warranty, Canuck warranty, solid steel, £3.
£3 is heavy, because I've been swinging it, it's heavy. And I'll tell you what, the end of this, compare with yours, mine goes to a point.
Yeah, mine's got a bit more of a swell
slightly
on the
different curve
there.
to it, and I mean that's a smaller version, this one, but it's got that same head. The other thing we noticed was the pins when you jam it into the head and split it apart to make it pinch.
Yeah.
That one, compared with Mike's, that has the straight serrated wedge. Now I've no idea whether that's English or worldwide, and one of yours has got a sort of circular pin in there.
Yes, yeah, it's a more modern way of doing axes.
I've never seen that before. But swinging a £3, man alive, that can wear me out as a little chap.
You like Popeye?
I like this one. That's very similar to your weight, Mike. What would you say?
That would be about a pound probably.
Yeah,
nearly a pound, if not 600 grams like this one, which is 600 gram head. This is more of a carving axe though.
And I do like the little curved up tail here. You just feel a little bit safer with it. But we did have one we found in amongst my toolbox, a more modern one obviously. No hole with a split and a wedge in there. Obviously it's sealed straight up, the shaft goes into the head.
It's like a workman's axe. That.
I don't know what it is, but I wonder if does that still come under hatchet? I don't know. But we're intrigued by that slot there. Can you see that slot?
Pulling nails out, I reckon.
Mike thinks it's for pulling nails out. I've no idea.
Yeah.
But again, it's very heavy. I don't know. It's a different steel. Might be heavier.
It's got a metal handle. So it's going to be heavier. Whereas these have got hickory. Mine are hickory.
And for cutting trees down, we've got with That's proper axe swinging
You won't
one.
lose it in the dark either.
No, you won't lose this one, that's for sure. If you're in a hunting territory and you're swinging this around, hopefully the hunters don't mistake you for a deer and shoot you. I think it's a movement rustling in the bushes.
That's
great big flat head.
Probably a
isn't it?
3-pound head as well, or 2-pound head.
Oh, okay, that's more.
Maybe 4 actually.
If that's 3,
that's a 4-pound head.
I'd say
probably.
4.5 pound head. So this would be a standard log cutting axe, chopping tree down axe, driving in stakes
Tree
through the
felling,
back.
yeah.
And then what we did use, which I use for my log burner, I use it all the time. It's unfortunately
beast.
heavy. It's the beast.
It's basically a sledgehammer with an axe.
It's called a log splitter.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, look at the square head on that, man alive. Swinging this can wear you out. Excellent for driving stakes.
Yeah, I just thought that. Yeah, really good. The weight behind that, bad for your shoulders, but good for putting in stakes.
And splits pieces of wood apart, as you saw. Yeah. Okay, it's only pine. We're not dealing with oak or Orinoco here. A 30-inch piece, it splits in 2. And what we discovered is that has gone so straight, we're going to make it like a coffee table.
Yeah, we're going to use that
on the top.
Yeah,
we'll definitely use that. Yeah. Especially that's the flattest piece we've got in about 20 swings of the axe.
But you use this for your carving lacing. I use this for carving. It's 600-gram head. It's not enough to. It does split small logs for your fire, but you would use it more for carving stuff.
Yeah, like I've got some of this. This was either in our house. It was not in our house. Trees don't grow in houses, Graham. It was in our garden. I think it was that damson tree we had at the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It could be hawthorn. Hawthorn was a nightmare on the log burner, so I don't burn it. I've cut it off there, and as you can see, very, very, very hard that is. But just trim off the bark. Get the edge of Mike's, what do you call that, a shaping axe or something?
Yeah, just a carving axe really. It's more of a carving axe, yeah.
And we shave that right down, okay? You get a brace and bit, you drill a hole right through it, and you can turn it into, which I did earlier.
It's very good.
Here's one I prepared earlier. This is the same wood. Totally different noise than this pine.
Solid, yeah.
Very, very hard. And Mike's actually going to make a bigger one out of this. And what we put in there, pine shaft, and shape it and cut it in to make the other head.
Yeah, you probably start off with an axe and then maybe go to a knife for the finer work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, I've seen him use this, guys, and there's no denying it doesn't work. It's awesome.
Maybe I should. Now I've jammed that in there. I haven't glued it. I've just jammed it naturally. But
split it.
Maybe I should split and put a wedge in there.
Put one of these ones in there.
You guys tell us. We don't know. Should that, as a mallet, have a split, or should a mallet just expand by damp or air or something like that? But listen. If it flies off...
Good for sort of traditional camping, tent pegs as well, isn't it?
If it flies off, probably hits me, Mike, or deer.
Yeah.
Now, if you did want to make anything big, and I've seen this somewhere on YouTube, somebody made a sledgehammer out of the same principle of this one, peeling it back, very hard wood, but peel the bark off, so when you use the sledgehammer, it's going to come off anyway. Drill it, big post on it, big sledgehammer.
Well, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. We've got loads more bushcraft stuff coming up. And we also do have some shooting videos and things like that on the channel. We're here at the moment in the Bushcraft Camp. There's also a whole series on how I built the camp, and there's quite a good amount of content coming up, isn't there? Well, springtime, I fear, from my point of view. Listen, guys, I like being out in the world. I am a fisherman, really, through and through. At heart, yeah. I feel a fish coming onto this fire sometime in the future.